Hey guys, good morning. So it is Friday, the 6th of December. I think now we're getting to crunch time in all sorts of things. I mean, we're either going to find a top here in crypto, rejection at the 100,000 and roll over and have divergence on the monthly, or what's that? The 3 monthly is like pushing nearly higher, but maybe not. Um, yeah, we're at a crossroads, really. I mean, the weekly looks starting to pull back, so it looks like it could start to roll over. Even if it does, if there's an aggressive sell-off, there's an aggressive sell-off. Um, but even if it does, we could have like another push, and then we could continue, and then this could straighten out and can go again, or we could have a couple of months a couple of weeks where it does pull back and then pushes again. But right now, yeah, the weekly whip trend is above the monthly. We're looking good on the weekly. There's a bit of divergence from there to there. So yeah, I think we need to be careful, if anything. Where do we go here? Let's have a look at you. Click on you. Okay, yeah, so quite an interesting candle there. I'm not sure why we've got a power candle there. It's probably because something's lower than it has been for quite a while. Why would that be? Okay. Let's just okay, let's not go into that. I'll not silence everything and see where we're at. Let's just say okay. It's an indecision candle. At the end of the day, top, bottom, closed around the middle. It's an indecision. It's bullish at the moment. So the daily's looking good. But we're under the 2 day and 3 day whip trend. So we're rolling over on the 1 day. We're pushing at the moment, but this might just get sucking some buyers. Um, and then do some damage. But yeah, we're still looking good. 2 day, 3 day, we've got strength there on relative price. The daily is grinding down. I expect this to grind down further. We might just wait for this 30-day moving average and do a bit of sideways. And then that would roll over a little bit. Yeah. Going to the 4 hour. So the white is the 1 hour. That is actually a lower low. We've had this push down here to the bottom band. If you'd have had buy orders in the bottom band all around here, yeah, you'd have been whipped in there and back to the median. That would have been a nice trade. But yeah, the 4 hour daily's turning into a bit of a sell, a bit of a sell. The 8 hour is a sell, and the 8 hour and 4 hour, 8 hour daily, they're all clicking into sells there, aren't they? So we have had a bit of a sell off, but there's probably more to come. On the scale of things over here on the 4 hour chart, the daily still looks too strong, maybe, to be having a really big sell off. But again, there's so many moving pieces here. I mean, it's like a few days ago we were clear, weren't we? We were like turned into a buy here. We had the strength coming back in relative price, and then we just saw that positivity. I'm like, okay, monthly, weekly, daily, all looking good. And then it's a case of, yeah, now we're in a bit of no man's land. So moving over to, oh, sorry about that. Remove joins. So this is what I was showing someone in live yesterday. Is we just need to be careful with certain projects. So XRP has had this huge push. Everyone's asking like, okay, so XRP, it's gone up this. Shall I buy it now? It looks really good. Bum, 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 bum. But then you're just being retail. You're just seeing something that's moved, and then you jump in it and it stays stagnant because it's already done its move. So if we're going to look at general strength across the board, where the strength is at the moment, we have had some pushes here. So VChain, we had a push there. We also had a pushing comp. We identified comp and Sui yesterday, didn't we? Actually, saying that they looked really good and they just rocketed. Um, but sorry, the last couple of days. So yeah, we've got strength there in comp, VChain, Quant, XRP. They're getting a bit closer to the zero, and they've had these huge moves. So you expect them to like try and take a breather. They're not just going to keep going straight up. So at the moment, we've got Bitcoin outperforming most by the looks of things. I mean, it's around the zero line, so it's not something that you want to be investing in and going long for the long term. But the thing is, it's outperform. It looks like it's starting to outperform everything else because Bitcoin's having a bit of a pullback. It's like doesn't know what to do at this 100,000 level. And then all the other cryptos, like everyone's undecided there, and they're like, okay, well, if Bitcoin's going to go on a ripper, do I need to be in that? And then money might flow into Bitcoin, or money might just flow out of alts into US dollar tether. Someone saying, you know what, I've turned 1,000 into 4,000 and I'm extremely happy with that. And then they're just cashing in. So we've got all this going on behind the scenes. So the monthly, sorry, the daily Bitcoin looking okay, but no strength there. Ethereum looking okay. But again, where's the strength? It's down here near the zero line, so no huge strength in Ethereum. Litecoin rolling over, but looked really good yesterday on the 4 hour and lower time frame. So I think that did a bit of a push yesterday. Let's look at that. So from there, yeah, it did about 6%, I think. Um, and then what? Yeah, BNB, yeah, bit of a, because as the Italians would say, a bit of a mess. Anything else? Yeah, XRP's rolling over. ADA's looking like it's going to underperform on XRP. Neo, mixed bag, but underperform on VET. And XLM looking like it's rolling a touch. Quant possibly. Yeah, Quant possibly rolling over as well in an underperformer, Band an underperformer. Everything's a bit of a mix, really. For me, the only thing that might look like it might perform might be Near, for example. It might outperform other things. AVAC's a bit of a mess. Sol looks like it could get going. I mean, it's been down here for quite a while, hasn't it? Everyone's like seen it go sideways and everything else move. They've moved the money into other things they've been moving, and now she's probably going to start get going. So we'll look at it on the lower time frames, but Sol looks like she could be good. Um, Avax looks like she could be good. No, Nia looks like she could be good, and everything else is a bit of a mess. So 4 hour. Where are we at on the 4 hour? Yeah, so this is what we were looking at yesterday, I think, on a live I did yesterday, is we had this huge push on Wednesday. Um, and then yeah, I think it was even lower time frames than this. We're like, okay, it looks good, and it did it. It had this really volatile day yesterday after this big move. But it's normal, people seeing it drop and saying, okay, I think I need to get out, and then seeing a push and being like, oh, I shouldn't have sold and things like that. So it's the war of psychology in trading is one of the most difficult things to do. But if you just get a system which gives you the probabilities, you can get to somewhere where you can win 7 out of 10 trades. And if you lose 3 trades at 100 a pop, and then your winners are like 200, 300, or 100 each, you're 700 to multiples of that. And that's what you've got to bear in mind, is find a system that gives you that peace of mind that you can have a few losers and then you can continue and get back on the horse, and your system will prevail. So over here on comp, yeah, everything's mixed bag on the 4 hour, basically difficult. XRP had this push. Where can I see that? There. Okay, so keep an eye on XRP. I mean, she is underperforming at the moment, but that's expected after that huge move. People are taking profits. And then now we've got down here, yeah, maybe a bit of divergence there, maybe a bit of nothing really clear there. So I'd hold on XRP. Bitcoin, yeah, mixed bag, mixed bag. Litecoin is a sell and an underperform. Solana, sorry, BNB, mixed. Keep an eye on XRP. It might be tradable today. That's one of the things. Maybe drop into the 1 hour. You might find that it's tradable. Um, So look at some of these. That was a buy there, and what did it do? Buy there, -4, so like a couple of percent. So on the lower time frames, it's tradable. I wouldn't really be dropping much less than the 1 hour, because when you get to fees, if you're making 1% move, and you're losing 0.02 on Binance, for example, for your trading fees, it can start eating away at your profits. Mixed, underperform, mixed. Keep an eye on XRP. It's tradable, but yeah, she's still in an underperform state. These didn't look good on the higher time frames. Quant looks like it's going to go there, and it looks like it might start going to go there. So Quant could be something to keep an eye on. We have XLM. Bit of a mess, but might get going. Where is it? She's down there with XRP. V chain rolling, but yeah, she's sell over there. No, 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 no. Solana looks a bit toppy here. She looked good on the daily, didn't she? So just keep an eye out. So we've got this the 4 hour. Let's go to the 1 hour. On the 1 hour, beautiful buy, beautiful sell. So let's keep an eye. Oh wow, that's not looking good there, is it really? Oh yeah, she could be pushing there. So yeah, I mean for the guys with the indicators, keep your eyes on Solana, maybe lower time frames for an opportunity because on the daily it looks good. AVAX, yep, looking good up there, but maybe looking a bit toppy, but there's a bit of strength there. But again, there's no huge strength amongst anything apart from near. That's the 1 hour, isn't it? Sorry, guys. Um, yeah, near I can see poking. It's difficult to see because of the blue, but I've run out of colors. Um, so 4 hour AVAX, yeah, difficult, difficult. Why is that like that? Okay, yeah, let's pull that one. Okay, so comp, atom, and lend. Um, yeah, blue chips look a bit boring to be honest with you, don't they? And there's possibly quant on the 4 hour, near sol on the daily. AVAX on the 4 hour. It's just a difficult one to gauge. Let's have a look at the movers. So, oh, that looks good. This is the daily. Fetch looks like it's having a push. Render looks like it's having a push. GRT, dot, and comp. So they look like they've got a bit of strength there on the daily. We're turning into a buy there. So it'll be interesting to see if we start breaking. Yeah, fetch looks good. Fetch looks good. Render looks good. So the blue chips have had their days, haven't they, really? Now we're just falling back into the category of the movers having a bit of a play. So fetch turning into a bit of a buy there. Render looking good. Who are you? Inge. Inge is looking good. We've got Cass, Tau, Sui. Sui's still going for it. I mean, people were asking me about taking profits in that yesterday, and I said no, stay in it. So people are trailing that one. Poly mess GRT mess, but might outperform some of the blues. Rolling mess. We're watching for dot, aren't we? Because there's strength there. So for some reason, dot isn't getting going. Over here we've got the dogs, Pepe, Doge, Shiba rolling over. Floki and Pepe seem to move together for me. You might notice this. So I think what I might do is in my next, my next moves, I'm going to compare those two against each other. I'm going to pair them off, and I'm going to start trading those two against each other. So I'll come out of, if I see that Floki's going to outperform Pepe, I'll sell my Pepe, go into Floki, ride that, and then I'll buy my Pepe back, and I will have some spare Floki, which I might even just convert into US dollar tether and withdraw or accumulate more of those. But I think I'm getting to this point now where if I'm going to trade, I'm going to start taking some more money out. I want to try and keep the tokens for my ultimate target. But if I'm going to keep trading, I'm going to start pulling money out. Daily, yep, looking good. Okay, so the 4 hour also on these might start looking toppy at the next print, but still looking good, good strength. And then who's this? So Sui's looking, yeah. So we're saying about Sui on the daily. She's looking toppy here. So I'd watch for this rolling over. You might be able to get more on the way down. And then if we have another push where price makes a higher high, and then the indicator doesn't, that's where we might get stuck. So yeah, just keep an eye on that for the moment. The thing is with the bull market is if you take profits here thinking you might buy in lower, this could straighten out and not be a sell anymore. And then yeah, we're off we're off and you're like, if you want to buy back in, you're going to lose your coins or some of them. Um, Polly looks good on the 4 hour, but she's down here, so you're gonna have to wait for her to break out. GRT Atom comp, sorry, comp. Mixed. Again, 4 hour. We're looking Pepe looking good. Doge bit mixed. Shiba bit mixed. Floki looking good. So they're looking good on the daily, but toppy on the 4 hour. So we just need to keep an eye on those. Going to focus, let's have a look at a couple of coins. Um, oh, I've got this song stuck in my head from my daughter's music. Okay, so here we go. So this is XRP USDT. We were looking at this yesterday. It says power there on the monthly, power on the weekly. But if we keep having this sell off on the daily and we keep pulling back to the moving averages, it'll just roll over. You know, it can roll over. This could then be a V reversal. Like you see, it started rolling over here in a V reversal bullish. These are just things we need to bear in mind. So there is strength there on the monthly and the weekly, but that doesn't mean that we're going to keep going up. So now on the 4 hour, we are grinding towards that zero line. So like I said earlier, lower time frames, keep an eye on those. There might be the opportunity. 4 hour is trying, but the daily is a sell. If we can get a wiggle on the 4 hour, it will then pull this daily bullish again and we'll have another push. Yeah, and we'll have to just see where we can get with that. And then what else? Yeah, then that'll pull the weekly bullish again. But at the moment, this on the weekly, this is a reversal candle. Um, yeah, keep an eye on that. So who else did we kind of have a look at? Just make sure I'm recording. Sui USDT. So Sui, it's been a buy the last couple of days. Okay, so the daily is looking good. Weekly is looking sorry, the daily is looking good. The 4 hour is looking toppy. So this is important for my guys in elites and masters of trading WhatsApp group. I'll pull everyone's attention to this. But we have push, push, yeah, push, 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 push. Um, Uh, yeah, okay. Sell on there, sell on there. So I think, yeah, maybe on Sui need to be taking some profits. And then if there's the opportunity to buy in lower, if we come back to somewhere like the bottom band and there's a chance to get in for a push, you can do, and it might push on. But then these higher time frames for me don't look the most beautiful. I mean, well, like $4. Yeah, it's like a 4x, isn't it? Okay, yeah. So Sui, who else was there? Uh, no, Pepe. Yeah, let's have a look at Pepe. USDT. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. So 1 hour, 4 hour looking good. Yes, we're pushing towards the top of the bands on the 1 hour. And what else? What else? What else? Yeah, so strength there on the monthly. Yes, strength there on those apart from against ADA and XRP. Da-da-da-da. We've done this on the daily. We're finding support now on the moving averages. It looks like we might have a push again, but this doesn't look amazing over here. So we just need to be careful because this huge push, we've got this maybe potential underperformance against other stuff, but we should have some moves in Pepe. That's it. If we want to trade on the lower time frames, we can do. Looking into a buy here. Good power here on the 4 hour. Then over here on the 1 hour, yeah, we're looking good on the 1 hour. So I mean, even with Pepe 2-2, 2-1, what's the percent there? Let me have a look. So from around there to around the bottom of the bands, that's an 8% loss. The loss to the moving average would be 2%. It could be a potential trade, but I don't like trading on the top of here. I'd prefer to be, when we're in a bullish momentum with the market, I prefer to be placing my entries in the lower halves. Um, yeah, okay. So let's have a refresh, Mr. Whip. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, that was it, Solana. Let's have a look at Sol USDT. Sol USDT. Solana USDT. Um, Solana USDT. Yeah, okay. So over here, sell. Um, sell turning into a buy. So the daily's looking good, isn't it? I like the fact that we've pulled back to this median here. Daily's looking good, but not on the relative price, is it? Okay, yeah. So the coin itself might get moving, but it's might underperform to other things. So then moving to the 4 hour will look like we're going to overperform. We're going to outperform some other things. And we're definitely outperforming XRP at the moment. And then a top it, turn into a buy on the 4 hour. So I think with this pointing up, bit of strength over here, looking good on that. We could have like another push maybe to the top of the band. So 247 could be a nice little target in Solana. So just keep an eye on that. Um, and yeah, guys, I suppose I'm gonna have to finish this video. We've done a lot of talking today. So any questions, please drop them in the channel or on Discord. Um, yeah, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I'm around kind of all day, so probably yeah. And then this weekend, I'll try to be online as much as I can, and let's focus on making as much money as we can. I think that's the main thing. Okay, guys. So take care, and I'll see you in the next one.